We are very excited to be here to symbolically welcome our Canine Officer Mace, the newest member of the Public Safety Department of the City of Oak Park, and the launch of the city's first Canine Unit. City Manager Eric Tungate.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, members of council, members of the public. At this time, I would like to ask Deputy Director Mike Pinkerton to join me at the podium, and Deputy Director Pinkerton will be going through our ceremony this evening. Welcome.
Am I on?
You're on.
Good evening, Madam Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, City Council. Is it on?
Is it green?
It's green. Am I good? City Manager Tungate. I have to put my glasses on, sorry. In March, City Council voted to approve the city's first Canine Unit to serve and protect the citizens of the City of Oak Park. The Canine Unit will assist with community and educational demonstrations, evidence recovery, track and search, and drug enforcement. I'd also be remiss if I didn't pass on my regards from Director Cooper. He couldn't make it tonight because he's currently moving one of his daughters into college, so you're stuck with me for the evening. Canine officer is an invaluable tool to law enforcement. Their keen sense of smell, enhanced ability to hear, tenacity and endurance bring an added level of expertise to our team that we hope will not only reduce search times and increase efficiencies, but aid significantly in officer safety. Wow. The nature of their trained temperament can be a deterrent to those who may think of fleeing, harming others, or committing a crime, yet their disciplined demeanor make them excellent community ambassadors. At this time, I'm proud to introduce the members of our new Canine Unit. I'd like to start with Sergeant Joe Meier. Joe, if you can come on up here. Come on, Chase, you can come up with him too. And his son, Chase. Minus the turtle. Sergeant Joe Meier will lead the Canine team. Sergeant Meier's been with the department for 17 years, holding several positions, including patrol officer, field training officer, commander of the evidence tech program, member of the special response team, detective, and he's currently a sergeant in the road patrol working midnights. Joe was an integral part of getting this program started. He probably started putting in proposals for a Canine maybe the second year that he was here. So after 15 years of diligence, the program's finally come to fruition. Unfortunately for Joe, he promoted to sergeant. So at that point, we just weren't able to put him into the Canine handler position, but the position that he's going to take over right now is integral, and he'll do an outstanding job. Next, I'd like to invite Officer Mike Hodakoski and his partner Mace to join Sergeant Meier and Chase. Kids, you can come on up too. Aubriana, Lou, you guys want to come up? You can come on up. I think I called you Aubriana, it's just Aubrey, so I apologize. Officer Hodakoski has honorably served in the City of Oak Park Department of Public Safety for 15 years. He's held several positions, including field training officer, evidence technician, and most recently, detective in the Investigations Bureau. Officer Hodakoski was chosen from a pool of qualified candidates to serve as the city's first canine handler. He went through a stringent vetting process that includes interviews, home visits, and background checks. Officer Hodakoski has the added responsibility of not only working with Canine Officer Mace, but caring for his welfare at work and at home. Canine Officer Mace has become an integral part of the Hodakoski household. At this time, I'd also like to introduce our newest officer, Canine Officer Mace. When Mike and some other members of the department went down to pick out a dog or have a dog matched up, Mace's initial name was Ollie, and that's what he was when he came back for the week before they went back on their training. Officer Hodakoski, along with other members of the department, wanted to know if they could change the name to Mace. They spoke with Director Cooper, and as long as the people at Von Lick, which was the kennels that he was at, decided that he'd be able to switch from Ollie to Mace without a problem, then that wasn't going to be an issue. So for those of you who don't know, Mace is named after Officer Mason Samborski. He Officer Samborski was killed in the line of duty in 2008, December 2008, serving the citizens of the city of Oak Park. So we just thought it would be an honor to be able to have a dog named after him. He's tenacious, just like Mason was. So it'll turn out well. And I'm kind of going off my script here, so forgive me. Both Officer Hodakoski and Mace recently graduated from an extensive 6-week training program at Von Lick Kennels in Indiana, one of the largest dog training facilities in North America. They specialize in training police and military dogs for over 5,000 law enforcement and government agencies, including the National Security Agency, the Pentagon, Secret Service, the State Department, and all branches of the armed services and the White House security staff. I'd also be remiss if I didn't acknowledge Mike's wife, Christy, who also, I mean, this is a huge responsibility of taking in this canine. A lot of people look at it and say, you know, it's just a dog, you know, it's just a pet in the house, and it's really not. It's a tool that ends up being a pet to that family, but for the rest of us here, it's a tool. For all of the canine officers that are out there and the handlers that are out there right now, they understand that. They have a unique bond with their dog. It's hard to kind of separate out that it's a tool versus a pet, and it's even harder for the handlers to have that. So at this time, in order to welcome Canine Officer Mase to our public safety team and to celebrate the launch of the Canine Unit, I'd like to introduce 2 very special helpers that are here with us tonight. First, Madeline Samborski. There you are. Come on up here, Madeline. She's the daughter, talented daughter, I should say, a state-winning gymnast of fallen Officer Mason Samborski, for which Mace is named for. And next, Stephen, that's you. Stephen Hohauser is an inspirational boy who has warmed the hearts of many canine handlers across the globe. Yep, Stephen's going to be presenting the badge to Officer Hodakoski. There you go.
How cute is that?
And Madeline gave basically the marching orders for the development of the Canine Unit to Sargeant Meier. So again, I'd like to welcome Mace and the Canine team. I'd like to thank Council for their support and backing this program. It's going to do great things not only for the community, but for the safety of the officers that work to serve the community. So again, I'd like to thank everybody that showed up tonight, our officers, the other canine officers from other jurisdictions, family, friends. Let's put our hands together for a welcome applause starting off.
Yeah, that's coming up. Madam Mayor, members of council, at this time, I would like to take this opportunity to invite Community Engagement Director Denise DeSantis to come to the podium for a brief presentation, and then I would like to ask all of you to join myself and our great officers in welcoming our new employee, if you will.
Good evening, Mayor, Council, City Manager, and everyone that showed up today. We really appreciate you celebrating with us, but I would ask that you can sit down. This might be a little bit longer. Good. Oh, you turned off that? Okay. Gotcha. Okay. At this time, we would like to do a surprise for a few of the families with special recognition. First, we would like to recognize the Hodakoski family. The Hodakoski family, which includes Officer Mike, I think we just went through, wife Christy, son Luke, and daughter Aubrey. They have a very difficult job for caring for our new officer. They're the only ones that I'm aware of that took in another police officer, is bathing them, clothing them, caring for them, and feeding them. So I know there's a lineup, but Mace gets it all. This, after all, is a very tough job. So what we would like to do is present you with a bouquet of flowers that were made by the Art and Cultural Diversity Commission this past week. It is for your family in celebration, something fun. Second, I would like to recognize Madeline Samborski. Madeline Samborski is 9, born to Sarah and Mason Samborski. She is thrilled to meet Mace today, the city's first canine officer that is named after her father, who was killed in the line of duty while serving and protecting the community. I think it's fair to say that they have held the brunt of the sacrifice for protecting our community. That makes this a very special day in our books, because you see, Madeline, there was not a day that has gone by that your father is not remembered. Many of the officers carry a picture of your father in their hats or their chest pocket. And what you may not know is that all these years you and your family have been in our hearts and our thoughts. It is important to us to know that you are doing well. Today we've learned that you are quite proficient in gymnastics, that you finished first all around in state for your level 4 gymnastics age group. You're enjoying playing with Maggie, your new sister, and your cat Mittens. You have a new sister that you love. You enjoy playing with your cat. Okay, we said that. And your stepfather is Officer Daniel Batora, one of Oak Park's finest. You are doing well in school. You swim, and your favorite color is lime green. You want to be a veterinarian or a chef when you grow up. These things are important to us. We need to know you're doing well. We even heard that you enjoy drawing, writing, arts, and crafts. And we like crafts too. In fact, the Arts and Cultural Diversity Commission would like to present you with 2 special gifts tonight that they have made last week in your honor. This one's a little heavy. And this one's a little light. And they are crafts, especially for you. While you're here, I have something else that we would like to present you with. The City Council has come up with this wonderful picture in honor of you and your father, and Mace for you coming out and being a part of our celebration today. So we want to thank you. Third, oops, we've got some picture taking going on here. Yeah.
Wow.
So third tonight, the third person is Stephen Hohauser. We would like to recognize you because you're a great fan of law enforcement. You like anything and everything law enforcement, as I understand it. Normally, tonight's badge ceremony is handled by the mayor or by the director of public safety. They get to hand the badge over to the officers. But oh no, the city manager invited you because of your love of law enforcement and because it makes us so proud. You symbolize our community. Our community gives us great support. And you give us hope. And you give us joy. So tonight, we're going to give you a little recognition. Stephen assists Oakland County Deputy Bob Loken and Chris Tapasio. I believe they are here tonight. With training Canine Bruno, Eco, Mortis, and Stephen, we have one more tonight. He was about this big. What's his name? Cade. And what's his last name? Strong? Was he named after Stephen Strong? I'm thinking you have another dog named after you. We got competition for your admiration here tonight, so we better do this well. He knows all 11 Oakland County canines by name. His Facebook page, @StephenStrong, has over 2,500 followers, mostly from law enforcement worldwide. He receives pictures and video updates on canine training from around the world. Literally, I saw one this week from London, one from Mexico, one from Colorado, one from Florida. I stopped counting, Stephen. He visits our ice cream patrol, has his own cart, and he knows people in high places. He met the mayor, the city manager, the director of public safety, the detective bureau. I think he kind of runs the place. Sorry, city manager Eric. He might be going after that. He's no stranger to local fire departments, the police stations, and the canine community. He likes anything and everything law enforcement. Police, fire, canine, ice cream patrol, and emergency response. Oakland County Sheriffs. Sounds like we have competition for a future officer. But we have ice cream patrol, and I don't think you guys have that yet. I was just trying to think. So Stephen, you might want to join our force, but we'll talk about that later. I'm sure we'll be recruiting you. Stephen, I was asked last night by a Canine Unit in Texas, officers in New York, your buddies in London, a family in Colorado, a unit in Florida, to wish you well today. And even though they couldn't be here, they are waiting for you to post pictures on your Facebook page, so you might have remembered to do that right away. Oh, yeah. Okay. Stephen, thank you for being a part of our day and a special part of the history of Oak Park's first Canine Unit and Ice Cream Patrol. You are Stephen Strong, Canine Strong, Firefighter Strong, and I'm sure you've got at least 10 or 20 more. I think you have them memorized. But most importantly, you are one special boy. So what I would like to do, you have your officer outfit today. We gave it to you a little early. And your sister Angela was with us today, and she actually has her canine outfit. So we hope you'll come and visit us. Oh, you already got 4 stars on your... How'd you get 4 stars? Oh, I knew you were going to get 1 tonight by serving Bob Loken ice cream, but you've got 4 already? Doesn't surprise me. We have a very special picture for you and your family from the City Council, and we want to say thank you so much for being a part of our ceremony tonight. And while they're taking pictures, I would like to also thank a few people that made tonight possible. James Tailoring helped us with the uniforms, Bashara Printing, and the Arts and Cultural Diversity Commission. We hope to take some pictures with City Council, if they would like, with our new officers and our new Canine Unit and our special helpers. Thank you.
good?